Brooke. I said, she never learned. She never learned. I said, Taylor, please come get your man because it's over with. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chess for the bottom of for December 12th, 2024. Okay, y'all. So first things first, let me know y'all thoughts down below on this episode. I said, I don't know if I want to start with Ridge and Brooke or if I want to start with Remy. Okay, y'all. So I guess we're going to start with Ridge and Brooke. So basically, it was the blame game once again. Brooke can't see what Ridge is saying. Ridge can't see what she's saying. So basically, Ridge was saying that Carter only betrayed them because of Hope. And Brooke was saying that this was Carter's plan. Apparently, Hope didn't have nothing to do with it. And I said, was you or was you not on the outside of the door listening to them come up with this doggone plan or talk about what they was going to do? So you ain't hear none of that, huh? But her whole thing is she still think that Hope innocent. What she said, my sweet girl, she said a whole bunch of baloney. And she was saying how he can't just attack her daughter. I said it's one thing to tell him not to call your daughter a B word. That's understandable. Of course, any parent gonna do that, obviously. But to sit up here and tell this man, what did she say? How did she put it? I don't know how she put it. But she basically said, there's no wonder why they went after the company after what y'all did. Well, after what Steffi did. I said, now what would make you go and say a thing like that? You was already over here skating on thin ice. He's still trying with you. He's still trying with you despite you repeatedly trying to make it seem like Hope was innocent. He's still trying. But yeah, I said at this point, everybody delusional. And once again, nobody's seeing the other person's point of view. Because it seemed like also they still trying to say, or they trying to insinuate that this was Carter and Hope playing all along. That's why they kept their relationship a secret. But yeah, on today's episode, they were just going back and forth or whatever. Brooke over here trying to talk about some doggone, I know you're upset and they was wrong for what they did. She did say that part. She did say that much, the least she could do. She started telling this man, you can't tell nobody how they supposed to, especially when it just happened. Now, I agree, you ain't supposed to carry that anger and stuff like that. You ain't supposed to act out and do this and that because it could backfire and all this other stuff. But to sit up here and try to tell him that y'all need peace and all this other stuff she was talking about on yesterday's episode and today's episode, it's crazy. You don't sit up here and tell these folks how to deal with their anger or to be angry in the first place or whatever. I see you talking crazy. You only saying that because your daughter involved or whatever and she afraid about what Ridge gonna do. But yeah, she was basically telling him he was wrong for calling Hope a B word, and he admits that he said that out of anger, but he's still not gonna let her. He stuck to it. Look, he did not back down. He was like, on yesterday's episode, he did end up saying, because I didn't see the episode. I didn't see the full episode. I was waiting, but it cut off. It cut off. That's why I didn't do a review, y'all. Sorry. But he was basically trying to get her to see, he would talk to anybody like that if they did what she did, what they did. That's what they both missing. Carter and Hope did this. They both did this. And the crazy part about it is, once again, Carter the one drew up the paperwork. He the one brought the idea to Hope. But yeah, they was going back and forth for a long time. She's still over here, Carter this, Carter that. He's still over here, Hope this, Hope that. And I said, they both did it. They both did it. She over here pulling out chairs and stuff. Hope over here pulling out chairs like they did something grand. I said, y'all ain't do nothing grand. They over here smiling and stuff. I said, you can't be that too upset. But to finish up with Brooke and Hope. With Brooke and Ridge, basically she was like, so you can't see how Steffi played a part in this or whatever, how she thought that Hope was going out the fin and she wasn't or whatever. And he still, the way he was talking, and Steffi on yesterday's episode, they still think that this was a part of the plan. They still think that she was pushing up on Finn. But he acknowledged it. He was like, okay, she didn't go after him for the second time. I said, ooh. But she was trying to say it was justified. That's what it sounded like. That if they hadn't fired Hope for no reason when she wasn't pushing up on Finn, then none of this would have happened. But yeah, she was already skating on thin ice. They ain't gonna have the audacity to say, it's no wonder why they felt the need to, take over the company. Ridge raised up. I said, ooh-wee. I said, Taylor, come get your man at this point. Because why would you say that? Why would you sit up there and say that? No matter what's going on, they ain't had no right to take these folks' company. Hope and Carter. And this is the part where I said they acting like they did something grand. Because, look, yesterday's episode, y'all, I hate that I didn't get a chance to do a review because Steffi told them off. Then she bumped into Hope. Hope almost fell and stuff over here. I said, you being dramatic, Hope. You being dramatic. But, yeah, on today's episode, they act like they were doing something grand or they had done something grand. She goes over there to the desk or whatever. She pulls out the chair, basically telling him to come sit. So he goes to sit or whatever. They over here. The way they showed the photo, they showed, I think they showed, if I'm not mistaken, they showed Brooke and Ridge on one photo. Look like they showed Stephen Finn on another photo. They was just showing a bunch of photos or whatever. But yeah, Carter done took his doggone place. But Carter ends up telling Holt that, he could not have done it without her. I said, I bet. And that's when Zende came in. Why they gonna have the audacity to tell him that they still want him to work there? They still want him to be the lead design for Hope for the future or whatever. And he was like, oh no, or whatever. And he was upset that they took the company from his family. He was basically saying the same thing about how, it's forced to creation, so a force that has to run it or whatever. They say, a spoiler says that he's supposed to quit or whatever, so we'll see. Because they said that's what been happening earlier this week. And last week we got Will, Electra, Remy. So I think I missed a part. Because on the preview for Friday's episode, I thought they showed Electra telling Remy that they weren't together, they weren't a couple or something like that. I didn't see that part today. But yeah, so this man done brought her a doggone pizza. She was like, she didn't order no pizza or whatever, and she just over here, I don't want to say in disbelief. What's a good word? Gullible. She over here being gullible or whatever, but Will peep game. And before he said anything, I had wrote it down. I said, oh, Will peep game. Then I said, oh, he be a son for real. That whole scene with Electra and Will and Remy, I was like, oh, he crazy. Now we got Sheila crazy, and we got his type of crazy. Now they both crazy, but he crazy. She telling him, she has to work and everything, because Will brought up the day at work, why'd you bring a pizza and all this other stuff he was telling him. So he kept going on and on. She telling him she didn't order a pizza, she trying to work or whatever, but she's still seeing the good in him. She don't see the crazy, but Will do. Will peep gang, y'all. But yeah, he kept on. He talking about the old days and stuff. And then he said something about they need to leave LA or something like that. I don't know what he said. I don't know if that was the other time that they was having a conversation or what. But he seemed pressed that she's in LA or whatever. But I knew Will was paying attention to him. Because look, he said about 3 times this man either weird, crazy, something wrong with him. Okay, so first he was talking to him. He was like, it's kind of strange that you got a job near Electra or whatever. That was the first thing he said. Then he said that it's something strange that he picking up a vibe. But yeah, Electra was saying how, she got to get back to work or whatever. And he's like, are you serious? I said, didn't she tell you? And he got mad and left. And that's when Will was like, it's strange. And he was basically implying that he picking up a vibe about him. And the other thing he said, he was like, there's seriously something wrong with that guy. I think that's the first thing he said. There's something wrong with that guy. I said, it is, because he over here, look at him. Look how he acting. He ain't even trying to hide it. Then he telling all his business to everybody. And that's exactly why I said there's different types of crazy, because Sheila crazy don't come out until somebody provoke her. This man over here having a fit because she told him she got to get back to work. He over here in the dark again on his computer. What's he on the computer or the phone? And looking at her photo, talking about some LA not good for her. I said, you better watch your back, girl. But that's it, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces, have a great rest of the day and be safe.